the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Minnesota, winding things down this season. They're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot. And checking out New Orleans, 3 spots below.
And I think for New Orleans, one thing they don't have to worry about is not having enough free time this summer, because they're not going anywhere near the postseason.
And there will be players on the move once this season is over. You can count on that. They have to make wholesale changes, and the front office knows it.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Timberwolves, Culver out there with James Johnson. Then there's Towns, and there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Beasley in at the 2. Now, here is Russell. Johnson kicks to Beasley, takes a 3. It doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, Greg. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season, because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Here's Ball after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Favors against Russell. Here's Culver, and it's blocked.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
Ball, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Here's Culver. He's coming off a 16-point game against Orlando. And then Johnson with the dunk.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Outside Holiday. Pass to Favors. And the rejection by Towns. Baseline jumper. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. Kicks it to Ball. No good on that one. Good D by Johnson.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
No good from Beasley.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Russell against Ball. Outside, Russell wants to get to Beasley and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Pelicans trail by 4. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now, here is Russell, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. The pass to Johnson. That one good for 2. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Well, if you're going to play the point guard position, critical that D'Angelo Russell continue to develop that aspect of his game. Nice pass.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Ball with it. 11-point game his last outing. And the rejection by Towns. Culver dishes to Towns. Great D that time from Favors.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here is Holiday, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Outside, Favors. Shot clock at 5. Offline from the top of the key. Timberwolves leading by 4. It's Russell with the drive. A beautiful reverse layup.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
For New Orleans, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Beasley against Holiday. Got a piece of it and stolen by Russell. To the right side. Culver passes to Johnson over Williamson. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Culver. Johnson's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Williamson. And he also played a big role in their last game with Miami. Shot clock at 6. With his first shot attempt, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Here's Beasley. After Drew Holiday's score, Beasley finds Towns. Over Favors, and again it's Minnesota converting.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And so it's New Orleans with it. 8-point game. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Lets a floater go. Another shot. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. He gets it in there.
I really like the activity level from Ball. Excels at reading his man and jumping all over him, and great at coming up with those steals.
Now, here is Russell. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And that one is good by Beasley.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 9 points. Over to the left wing. Williamson with it. Johnson's there. Favors. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Culver from the arc. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 9. Ball finds Holiday. Back to Ball. New Orleans moving the ball around. And that one's good. Williamson's got 6. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And a look here at a group of rookies that has been holding their own against the big boys in the paint, the top rookie rebounders since the All-Star break. Well, you look at Williamson, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Jackson Hayes.
I think the adjustment period is officially over for these two. I mean, if their second half performance on the glass is any indication.
Layman pass to Hernan Gomez. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Minnesota with the ball. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. Outside, Towns. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Pelicans trail by 10. Hart kicks to Okafor. Passes to Reddick. Back to Okafor. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Minnesota leading by 8. Pass to Okogie. To the wing right side. Up again, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 9.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Reddick. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Hart. He feeds it to Okafor. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the basket by Okogie.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Pelicans trail by 12. Reddick passes to Okafor. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Inside, here's Hernan Gomez, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
1:29 left to play in the first. Here's Hart. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Okafor dishes to Reddick. There's the pass to Moore. To the left side wing. Clock at 4. Here's Hart. And Layman pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 14. There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Minnesota making a switch here. Spellman's checked in. Pelicans trail by 14. Here's Hart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he gets it to go.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Covered by Reddick. Pass to Okogie. Here's Spellman. Okafor with the steal. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Moore. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Layman gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now Reddick. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hart's got 5 now. Here's Layman. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Good at staying with his man. Love watching Reddick hustle and just make a difference on that end.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone in the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Layman, and it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Back to Layman, over Moore. Okafor grabs the miss. And here's Reddick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. 11-point game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. But he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. And stolen by Reddick. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. Pass to Okafor. Outside, Reddick. Back to Okafor. 6 on the shot clock. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Pelicans trail by 9. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Here's Okogie. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Layman. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. The shot's good from Hayes.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Minnesota calls timeout. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all of those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. To the paint, here's Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Johnson. The 19-footer is on the money. Johnson's got 8 points. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And Holiday kicks to Hayes. Pass the ball. The kick out to Holiday. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Beasley finds Russell. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday, no one around him. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Williamson doesn't let up, consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Spellman. 6 to shoot. Beasley, the pass to Culver. And it's off from 3-point range. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against the Magic. Ball with the bucket.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Now, here is Russell. The pass to Johnson. Over in the corner. Beasley against Holiday, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside, Johnson. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. New Orleans with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Ball. And he hits it to tie the game up. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He has the entire arsenal when it comes to handling the rock, cutting through the D like butter. I love Ball when he's aggressive to attack.
Now, here's Culver. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Pass to Favors. Over Johnson. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Beasley finds Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the right side. A shot by Culver, nobody around. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 11.
Karl Anthony Towns can be a 20 and 10 guy consistently. This guy is a workhorse on the glass.
Outside Holiday to the middle. Here's Williamson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And that's now 10 points for Zion Williamson. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points. Beasley outside. Russell inside. He's covered by Ball. Towns. Second chance shot. That's good on the jump shot. Russell's got his second bucket.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Favors dishes to Ingram. And Favors kicks to Williamson. Over Johnson. And it's Williamson missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Beasley. Russell left side. Passes it to Towns. Now the feed to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Culver's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And taken away by Johnson. Beasley, the pass to Johnson. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Holiday. Here's Favors. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Minnesota's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Culver, and stolen by Williamson. And they're pushing it up. Holiday inside the line, cans the shot with nobody near him. Holiday's got 8 points.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Russell looking around. And here's Culver. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. And now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now, here is Russell. Back to Beasley. Fires from deep. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from Holiday. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Williamson with it. Hernan Gomez covering. And the Pelicans miss again. Outside, Russell. Culver with it. Outside, Russell fires the three. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And here's a look at some numbers for Williamson.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
There's such confidence and belief and faith in his offensive arsenal, but Karl Anthony Towns makes it look easy on that end.
Pelicans trail by 3. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Redick against Hernan Gomez. Outside, Redick, 6 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Hart, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. There's the lob to Towns. Okafor with the steal. 3 on 3. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Now, here is Russell. Culver in the corner. Pelicans pull it in.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back. This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Now here's Williamson. Guarded closely. Redick for 3. That shot is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, you got some scoring going in that first half. What did you take advantage of?
I'm just finding spots, not chasing it, letting it come to me. Just using what my teammates give me.
Productive half so far, Karl Anthony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
Yeah. What a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and a monster amount of rebounds. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. The shot by Holiday, no good. Minnesota leading by 3.
Boy, when you think about the skill that Karl Anthony Towns has, and you realize he's just getting started in the league, his future is truly off the charts. By the midpoint of his career, we could be talking about him as one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game.
And so it's New Orleans with it. After the basket by Minnesota, Beasley with the steal. Here's Culver, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And I love the rhythm Culver plays with. It's what helps him create the space to knock these shots down.
And with the offensive tool set of Karl Anthony Towns, Doris, he could see MVP consideration in the future.
Well, what we know about Karl Anthony Towns certainly is that each and every night he has a major impact for his team. And consider, he's still growing as a player and ironing out some areas. But this guy is going to be a star for a long time, no doubt.
Pass to Russell. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Johnson, the pass to Russell, just 5 on the clock. Over ball. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it clean.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. And that'll be his third foul so far. Lehman, he's checked in for Culver. Pelicans trail by 6. Outside Holiday. And the rejection by Towns.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum. Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Russell. The Pelicans have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Stolen. Holiday against Beasley. Okogie, the pass to Layman. Here's Okogie. Towns trying to get open. The layup off target. Pelicans trail by 6. And there's the pass to Holiday. And that one, good. Holiday's got 10 points in the game.
Just deadly from mid-range. He's got such a great feel for that shot.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Down low and stolen by Favors. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
Here's Okogie, guarded by Holiday. Beasley for 3. Favors with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Williamson kicks to ball. Outside Holiday for the lead. They get the rebound.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Here's Okogie. Here's Spellman. Connects on the open J. Pelicans trail by 4. Holiday looking over the floor. Here's Favors. The shot misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Beasley dishes to Towns. Bucket is good. 15 points in the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
The Pelicans shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Beasley with the steal. For the finish. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Now here's Ball. 6 points for him. And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got 8 points.
And Ball is a clever player, especially in the pick and roll. Looks to shoot as soon as he gets space coming off that screen.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Beasley. Here's Okogie. 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Here's Spellman. Yep, that one goes.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pelicans trail by 8. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
New Orleans making some changes here. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Etuan Moore comes in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Now here's Favors. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. And again, no good by New Orleans.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Doris, last season, rookie Josh Okogie ended up contributing more than the franchise thought he would.
Yeah, he was terrific as a 3-and-D player for the Wolves. This guy could end up being the steal of the draft, sort of in that Robert Covington mold.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. And Hart subbed in for Drew Holiday. That one misses.
And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Well, obviously, the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
Here's Okogie. Passes it to Layman. Here's Spellman. Lets the three fly, and the three ball is good. Spellman's got 7 points for the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And the wide open shot from Reddick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Layman. Up and in on the layup. Layman's got his second basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Hart. He's got 7. Outside, Reddick. No good on the 3. Timberwolves leading by 9. To the wing on the left. Here's Okogie, covered by Reddick. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 5 now. And here's Reddick. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And the pass to Hart. Rebound by Okogie. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 16-7 run. Count it. He's got 6.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's more. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the call on Jake Layman. That's his first foul. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more 3s than 2s. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area 2s, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
The Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Free throw good, Okafor. James Johnson's checked in for Minnesota. Both free throws good from Okafor. Timberwolves leading by 11. Now Culver. 5 points in the game. Johnson outside. Back to Layman. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Hart kicks to Reddick. Here's Okafor. And the Pelicans miss again.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Shot's good by Hernangomez.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Hart. 7 points in the game. To the inside, Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Pelicans trail by 13. Redick passes to Okafor. Back to Redick. A 3-ball. Minnesota with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Layman. Now Hernangomez. He's covered by Ingram. Hernangomez against Okafor. Hayes with the steal. Here's Hart. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Hernangomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. That's tipped. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Redick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Layman. Passes it to Culver. Drops in the tray. Culver's got 8 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pelicans trail by 14. Here's Hart. 7 points in the game. Dishes to Hayes. Ingram outside. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Johnson.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
The Pelicans have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Ball's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Russell. Lets it go with the 3. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one. No good on that one. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back to the action after this word. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Johnson is out there with Culver. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now Redick following the three-point attempt by Jarrett Culver. Ball, the pass to Okafor. Redick up top. He's guarded by Johnson. And Redick kicks to Ingram. Shoots over Culver. Hits the front of the rim and out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Basket good. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And here are the Pelicans now. The pass to Okafor. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Williamson comes in for Hayes. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Ball, the pass to Redick. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to get off a shot from 12 feet out. And there's Williamson on the assist by Ball. 16 points for Zion Williamson. Timberwolves leading by 16. Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
This guy's a shifty player now. D'Angelo Russell adept at using various speeds to keep defenders off balance.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Russell.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
Now, here's Ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Doris, another thing about D'Angelo Russell. He's not afraid of the big moment.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
No good on the free throw. All the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA. One thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Ball against Russell. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Got a piece of it. They recover it. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Culver dishes. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Towns. Over Favors.
Well, you love to see Derek Favors get active on the defensive end. He's got a big frame. He can get under the skin of those guys trying to come into his face.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Ball.
You can see with the contest right there that defensively Towns arrived in the NBA prepared to make an impact.
Out to the wing. Culver passes to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. A nice shot by Culver.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Kept alive. Ingram outside. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Now, here is Russell. Right side Towns. Back to Russell. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Ball.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Pelicans trail by 18. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. That one, no good. Nice D from Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Holiday against Beasley. Outside Holiday. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
He misses the free throw.
I got to tell you, Kev, I love watching Derek Favors play the game. I think this guy's reliable, and he still has a ton of upside.
And the second free throw, good. Some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. First free throw is good.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Second free throw, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Right side, Towns. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Culver. Passes it to Towns. Shot clock at 6.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Williamson with it. Russell's there. Ingram finds Holiday. To the middle. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Culver passes to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pelicans trail by 20. Ingram outside. Outside Holiday. Here's Williamson. Over Hernangomez. Minnesota with the rebound. Culver with it. It's all right. This is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. There is no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns is the star of his team right now and in the future.
I think, Kevin, for all the drama and all the turnover we have seen, the one constant has been Karl Anthony Towns' productivity. The question now for the team is, how do they build a title contender around him?
Now, here's Culver, following the shot by Drew Holiday. Pass to Towns. Outside, Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Hernangomez. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Here's Holiday. Towns with the defensive effort.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Culver. Out to Russell. From past the arc. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. For three, Beasley. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Ingram with the steal. Ball against Russell. Now here's Ball. Defense is right there. That shot misses. Got a piece of it. Russell kicks to Culver. Outside, Russell fires the three. No good on that one. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. Ball, the pass to Ingram. It's blocked.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block. The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from three. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. Both free throws good for Ingram.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Now, here is Russell. Beasley finds Hernan Gomez. Here's Russell. Buries it down low.
Well, he's getting better at absorbing contact. Finishes like this prove Russell is a tough, dynamic competitor.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Ball. Feeds to Favors. That one drops for him.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Timberwolves leading by 22. The pass to Beasley. Now here's Towns. Covered by Redick. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Beasley. And that's now 20 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Redick. Dwars, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level. But I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And the Pelicans with the possession. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Favors. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds. He's covered by Ball. Passes to Crabbe. From deep, Evans cans it from downtown.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Outside, Towns. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. There's Crabbe with the three, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Alexander Walker. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.